Well, guys, it seems like the billionaires that backed Donald Trump to become the president of the United States of America are tired of winning. 2 months in, 2 months in, that's as far as they made it. There was just so much winning that they couldn't help themselves but to start tweeting about how they would like Donald Trump to go ahead and stop. That's right, everybody from Elon Musk to Bill Ackman are now posting on X and going on interviews and telling people how they would really like to take back all that support that they had for Donald Trump and his tariffs, as it seems like, yeah, they might have been wrong. They might have been wrong.
But I went deep on the numbers today, and the numbers did not make any sense. And there was a way to be able to make it work, but the numbers that they did, and they had this ridiculous, that was the chart that they had with the mathematical equation. I mean, are you kidding me? How about just like...
It looked like an Einstein.
I know. How about the fact that it was just wrong?
Yeah.
And what bothered me, Aaron, was that they really did, over and over again, the president said, listen, it's going to be reciprocal. So you do it, we do it. And that was going to be so good. And I really believed in it. And I feel like a sucker tonight. And I was just as tough, if not tougher, than his people. But they screwed it up. And they really they did it a totally ill-advised way. And I was very let down as someone who really, truly believes that free trade is awful for the American working person. This is what they came up with. Geez, come on. Have some gumption. Have some math.
And as the stock market plunges and Donald Trump continues to go play golf, his true MAGA cult supporters are still online saying things like, I thought that you guys would be happy that the billionaires and millionaires are losing money. And let me help you out. I 100% am very, very happy to watch this happen to these people who, deserve every little bit of it that is coming to them. Unfortunately, though, they're not the only people that are losing money. You see, some of us have 401ks, and most of us recognized under Biden that our 401ks were tripling, some of us even quadrupling. And now, not so much. In fact, our 401ks are dropping so fast that they are hiding in a gas station bathroom about to chug a bottle of pills. I mean, when this is actually all over, I might have to bail out these companies with my money. And unfortunately, for those of us in the middle class, those of us in the upper middle class or lower middle class, or God forbid, those of us that don't have 401ks but are going to be affected by the rise in prices that are coming from the alienation of our trade partners and the tariffs that they're going to put on us, we are going to bear the unfortunate brunt of Donald Trump's terrible fucking decisions. So yeah, I love watching billionaires and millionaires cry, especially when it's a result of their own actions and decision making. But at the same time, I feel really bad for all of the average everyday Americans that are going to be affected by their poor decision making. Of course, Donald Trump doesn't give two shits about me or you, but it does seem as though he does care about his billionaire boys club, so this should be amusing. As Jamie Dimon, the Morgan Chase CEO, issued his annual letter to shareholders Monday morning, which expressed concerns about Trump's tariffs, saying that while there are some legitimate reasons for imposing them, they will likely increase inflation and are causing many to consider a greater probability of a recession. And he expressed concern about America's ability to continue to maintain its long-term economic relationships with its allies. Meanwhile, Bill Ackman, the super smart guy that fell for the black insurrectionist account saying that they had all kinds of stuff on the whistleblower from the debate between Trump and Kamala where she had gotten the questions from ABC early, started attacking Howard Lutnick, the Secretary of Commerce for Donald Trump, saying, I just figured out why Howard Lutnick is indifferent to the stock market and the economy crashing. He and Cantor are long bonds. He profits when our economy implodes. It's a bad idea to pick a Secretary of Commerce whose firm is levered long fixed income. It's an irreconcilable conflict of interest. Yeah, Bill's real close to figuring it out.
The reason that bad things happen to you is because you're a dumbass.
But wait, there's more. The true president, Elon Musk, seems very upset that he's not getting the spotlight. And so he decided to attack Donald Trump, one of his besties, one of his best of the best friends. He decided to attack Peter Navarro, sharing a tweet that said, a PhD in econ from Harvard is a bad thing, not a good thing. And he responded to a commenter who shared a meme that said, in every disaster throughout American history, there always seems to be a man from Harvard in the middle of it. To which he replied, "Yup." Of course, Peter Navarro, being the good boy that he was, he responded that there was no rift between him and Elon. He said, "Elon is great when he stays in his lane. He's just protecting his interests." Then, of course, there's the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, who said that the economy continues to weaken and he expects that the stock market should fall another 20%. And claimed because of the tariffs that, yeah, we're probably in a recession right now. Even Elon's brother, No Balls, had something to say about it, saying, "Who would have thought that Trump was actually the most high-tax American president in generations? Through his tariff strategy, Trump has implemented a structural permanent tax on the American consumer. A tax on consumption also means less consumption, which means less jobs, which in turn leads to less consumption and then even less jobs."
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Donald Trump is a very special kind of stupid. The kind of stupid that harms all of those that come in contact with him. And even those of us that have never actually been around him, unfortunately. But for those billionaires that have dipped their toe into that orange pool of stupidity, it has cost them dearly. A few hours in, the stock market rout driven by Trump's tariffs has wiped nearly $300 billion from the planet's billionaires, particularly those with Trump ties. I can tell you, my heart truly weeps for these people. I am so sad that they got the very thing that they deserved, and I hope that it continues to go badly for them. But for the rest of America, I truly do hope that at one point or another, some of these people wake up and get out and protest this ongoing streak of bullshit. Because I don't know about you, but if this is what winning looks like, I'd like to sit a couple of these games out. If these billionaires want to continue to support Donald Trump and his attempt at being a full-blown dictator,
I love this guy. He says, "You're not going to be a dictator, are you?" I said, no, other than day one.
then let them. Let them burn up all of their dollars. I can tell you this, in this society, we might not be able to have our voices heard, but the one thing that Donald Trump will definitely hear is those billionaires crying. And if these billionaires decide to keep fighting with Donald Trump and his Department of Idiocy, then all for the better. Let them eat each other and tear each other limb from limb. Then maybe, the same people can come in and clean up the mess. As is always the case when Republicans try to burn down the country, I'm sure a Democrat will be right around the corner to clean up, just like Obama did for George Bush and just like Biden did the last time Trump tried to burn down the country. Well, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and share this video so that way the message can get out. And remember, I love you guys, I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.